One of the difficulties as a foreigner living in Korea is finding a home. If you search many things to find a home, you will realize that Korea's real estate system is different a lot compared with Germany or other countries. Finding a home is an important issue for students, office workers, and even tourists who come to Korea for long trips. 1. Real estate. The big difference that foreigners felt was the role of real estate. In Germany, if you want to find a home, look for a listing in the newspaper, get recommendations from friends, or find a suitable home on the internet. The contract is made directly between the tenant and the tenant. Korea is very different. Nothing happens without the help of real estate. If you'd like to see a property, its simplest way to go to the property in the area and you want to move to and tell them what price, rating, and options you want. Seoul is a place where many people find and sell their homes, so all transactions happen quickly. If you have stayed for a while, the house will be passed on to others. If I spend one night worrying, I already miss 1 or 2 rooms. A down payment usually must be made before moving. Usually 10% a portion of the full payment. The remainder is payable on the date of the contract as written on the contract. 2. Contract. A contract is drawn up in the property and signed by the lessor, the lessee, and the realtor. The contract will list the deposit, rent, date of move, and general rules. In particular, it contains documents that show the landlord's financial status, which is especially important for the underprivileged in the world or high monthly rent contractors. The detailed explanation follows in the section 전세 versus rent. Brokerage fees are also specified in the contract. The commission rate is determined according to the transaction amount, and usually hundreds of thousands of won is generated. Of course, the additional amount is burdensome, but it means not only to pay for the services of the broker, but also to buy safety that solves the problems that arise. 3. 전세 versus rent. The reason why you should trade through by real estate in Korea is the high amount of transactions. This is because of 전세 system found only in Korea. In Germany, if there are only 2 options for renting or buying a house, you can think of the Korean 전세 as halfway between them. Renting a house means that you pay the landlord a significant portion of the sale and get back the full amount when you leave the house. The key to this system is that you do not pay rent during the charter period. In other words, if you have a few thousand euros, you have to pay the rent for the rented house and get back all the rent in a year or 2. The 전세 occurred when Korea's interest rate were very high in the past. If you save the money you've received as rent, you can earn more interest than rent. It is important to know that the landlord's financial position, because the 전세 contract is basically a significant amount of few thousand euros. In the event of a landlord, it is also important to find a reliable property that can solve the problem if the landlord has no ability or willingness to return the money at the end of the contract. Rent is similar to Germany in that monthly rent is paid. The difference is that the deposit is very high, and in Germany, 1 month or 2 months rent is usually paid as a deposit, while in Korea, it is necessary to pay between 10,000 and 50,000 euros. The higher the deposit, the lower the rent. If you have extra money, it is better to pay a large deposit. The last item to consider when looking for a home is the monthly maintenance fee. Maintenance fees including building cleaning services, elevator maintenance, and repairs. Some include internet, TV, and electricity. New or large buildings cost hundreds of euros, so be sure to know how much they cost when you buy a house. 4. Types of housing. The most common type of housing used by international students when looking for a home is 1-room, opistel, apartment, 2-room, villa, and goshwon. Apartments are big, tidy, and so usually the most expensive. If you choose apartment, you must also purchase all furniture and electronics. Opistel. Opistel is a small apartment version. Ophistels are not only full equipped with internal options, there are often no beds, and are available for both jeonse and monthly rent. Depending on the size, there are usually 1 to 3 rooms to choose. 1 room, as the name suggests, 1 room is a single room. Like a studio in Germany, the kitchen, bathroom, and living room are all in one space. The studio is mainly populated by students because it is the most suitable house type to be found around the university. And studios are usually worthy except when they are too old, green, or soundproof. The villa. The name of the villa would be very luxurious, but most of the villas in Korea are old. Villas are usually larger than studios and offer more than 2 rooms, but often no options. goshwon. The average goshwon is about 10 square meters and can only fit a small bed and desk. The luxury version of goshwon only has a small bathroom with a shower. goshwon is a great choice for those who want to save money but only sleep at home.